Welcome to the final block of Paris Grand Slam 2018.
Mesdames et messieurs, au nom de la Fédération internationale de judo, de la Fédération française de judo et de l'ensemble de ses partenaires, soyez les bienvenus sur le bloc final de cette deuxième journée du Paris Grand Slam 2018. Attention, 10, 9.
Well, a very good afternoon and welcome back to the Accor Hotels Arena here in Paris for the final day of competition and the final block, all the medal matches. On day two, we're going to start by taking a look at the bronze medal contest in the under 81 kilo category between Frank de Witt of the Netherlands and Jaromir Musil of the Czech Republic. World number one takes on the world number 111. And the referee in the middle for this one is Amano Akiko of Japan. So yeah, it looks as though there is a vast difference, as far as the IJF World Ranking List is concerned anyway, between these two fighters. However, Jaromir Musil has had a pretty good day of it. And he'll be delighted if he can come up with a good finish. For his part, Frank de Witt, well, he'll be hoping to salvage something, having lost out in the quarterfinal to Canada's Antoine Valois-Fortier. Something in it for both these fighters. A big achievement, on the one hand, for Musil, if he's able to come up with a win. A save for Frank de Witt, if he comes away with the bronze medal here. Only ever fought once before this pair. That was at the Grand Prix back in Zagreb in 2015, and de Witt came out on top there. "29 years old. Jaromir Musil, he's been around for a while. Picks up the penalty for passivity, however. Never won an IJF Grand Slam medal. He's picked up a silver and a bronze at Grand Prix level, but this would be a first ever Grand Slam medal for him. It's not the case with de Witt. It is a regular winner on the IJF circuit. Including being the current, well, for the time being anyway, current Paris Grand Slam title holder. That's about to disappear. We'll have a new title holder in a few minutes, but for the time being, David is the man with that. Not the strongest of efforts from Musil. He really didn't have David moving there. And he acknowledges the second Shido. 2:22 on the clock when he picked up that second penalty. So it's not looking good for the Czech fighter. Up against it here. What a day he had. Beating Nugzari Tatanashvili in the quarterfinal. He lost that in the semi-final to Lee Seong-soo of Republic of Korea. Tatanashvili, Egutidze. He was representing Portugal. I know it sounds as though it's a Georgian name, and it is. Baptiste Pierre of France. They were all downed by Musil on his way here. He had a very tough draw, to be honest. And having got this far, he's ended up facing the world, the #1 seed and the reigning champion. So what a tough day he's had. Picked up a bit of a bruise to the left side of the forehead, I think. It's David now who picks up a penalty. As time ticks away, 20-odd seconds left to go. There's no score as yet, as Musil tries a little Diashi Barai with the left foot there, and almost taken back by David. He was trying to put himself in a position for maybe Uchimata, I think. Jaromir Musil. David just pushed the hip down a little bit. Looked to take him back. Again, he attacks that right leg. And Osadagari from David. Just stop for a second to see if Jaromir Musil was okay. It's quite a landing. And then once he saw that his opponent was okay, he was up on his feet to celebrate. Frank de Witt. Well, maybe it wasn't the gold medal that he got last year, but some degree of compensation for him as he walks away with a bronze medal at the Paris Grand Slam. He'll be on the podium again, and it feels a bit better. 5th place finish for Jaromir Musil, and that in itself is an achievement. He's done well, the Czech player. Just missing out on that last hurdle. Couldn't get past Frank de Witt. Difficult hurdle it is too. One of the best players in the world at 81 kilos at the moment, Frank de Witt. Slightly bent leg on the Osadagari, if you just want to be overly technical. Or maybe not overly technical, if you want to be technically correct. It was more of a hook and a push, rather than the big driving sweep that normally qualifies as Osadagari, but we'll put it down as Osadagari anyway. Frank de Witt. The second of the bronze medal contest was won by Nugzari Tatalashvili of Georgia. He overcame Antoine Valois-Fortier in the last minute of their contest. In fact, they'd gone into golden score, so they were already into the golden score period when Tatalashvili came up with the winning technique. So Frank de Wit of the Netherlands took one bronze, and on the other side, it was Nugzari Tatalashvili.
Sur le tapis numéro 2, médaillé de bronze, et en blanc pour les Pays-Bas, Frank de Wit.
You can see the highlights on the screen and the victory of Nugzar Tatalashvili, Georgia.
Vous pouvez avoir les ralentis de ce combat sur vos écrans.
Just caught him with the left leg low down, did Nugzari Tatalashvili. A little hook in there for Ojigari, and that was enough to bring Valois-Fortier down onto his side and then his back. And the score of Nugzari, that was the winning score. Well, there's the lineup for the final of the under 81 kilo category. And it's Japan going to go head-to-head with the Republic of Korea. It'll be Fujiwara Sotaro of Japan. And he's up against Lee Sung-soo of the Republic of Korea. Referee in the middle for this one is Roland Poiger of Austria. Lee just leading the way in for this pair. It was Lee that downed Jaromir Musil in the semi-final. Fujiwara's semi-final opponent was Antoine Valois-Fortier, who we just saw losing that bronze medal contest. Both fighters have looked exciting during the day. Hopefully we'll get that excitement in the final. Maybe one of them will come up with something a little spectacular. Fujiwara, for his part, has already defeated one South Korean today, Lee Sung-ho, in round two. Sagimuki as well, the Israeli fell, but that was after 3 Shidos collected by the Israeli. He hasn't really been firing on all cylinders, to be honest. Fujiwara. We may get something a little bit more exciting from Lee. At least has had a couple of Ippons on his way to the final. All of his contests have ended before time, all 5 of them, and he's had Ippons all day, so That bodes well. Well, it bodes well for Lee. Not so well for Fujiwara. Fujiwara, to me, looks like the one who was the more guilty of the two, but Roland Poiger has penalised both of them, and it was Fujiwara who looked to me as though he wasn't that interested in gripping up. Anyway, he dodged that bullet. 2 penalties apiece. This one is hardly likely to go to the distance then. Well, against the run of play, Fujiwara it is, who comes up with a beautiful left uchimata. He couldn't get off it, Lee. Once he had the hands trapped, he wasn't going anywhere apart from on his back. That was a nicely executed uchimata. So our first of 7 gold medals today on this final day. First goes to Fujiwara of Japan. Well, Lee had disposed of everyone else by Ippon, but tables got turned in the final, and it was the Korean who ended up on the receiving end. Just hops that in and over, and if you look at where that technique starts, if you've got any questions about was it in or out, it starts now, and you can see the right foot was just in. There's a part of it that was on the safety area, but there was a part of the foot on the contest area, so that counts. Right, what have we got coming up for you next then? It's the under 70 kilo category. First contest is a bronze medal contest in the under 70 kilo category. Rather bruised and battered looking Sanne van Dijk of the Netherlands. She's going to go up against Marie-Yves Gahy of France. It's Van Dijk in the white judogi, Gahy in blue, and the referee in the middle of this one is Vladimir Nutsubidze of Georgia. Right, who was it that tripped up Marie-Yves Gahy? It was Sally Conway of Great Britain who defeated Gahy in the semi-final. That put her down into the repechage contest. Yes, a nasty-looking bruise that Sanne van Dijk is carrying. And it's easy to look back and see where that bruise came. I'd imagine that came against her teammate Kim Polling in that quarter-final. We can have a look at the repechage contest to see whether she was carrying that bruise then, and then you can put Posvit out of the equation, and then you just narrow it down, and Polling is the most likely candidate for having accidentally, of course, delivered that. Uchimata right-sided from Gahy, but it's Van Dijk who manages to defend strongly against that. Van Dijk, it definitely looks as though she's had some of the steam taken out of her. You get a whack like that to the eye and that kind of slows you down. Yeah, it's beginning to close up as well. It's already dark and bloody in there, so going to be uncomfortable. Nice cold flannel on that when you get back to the hotel. Yeah. Ice on the iron. Well, Gahi comes up with the score and now follows it up with the Osai Komi. Gahi almost as though some degree of compensation for having missed out on getting to the finals. He's happy enough with her bronze medal. That's the day for Sanne van Dijken. Good little battle. Really didn't get as much of it as I thought we might, but I don't think that Sanne van Dijken was at her best there, and Marie-Yves Gahi it is who takes that bronze medal. Yeah, that is quite a shiner, isn't it? And every knock, every touch would have been, uncomfortable for Sanne van Dijken. It's better to get off the mat now and get yourself tidied up. Week, 10 days, that'll be gone. Well, it is a contact sport, and from time to time you are going to get bruised and a bit battered. That happens. So there's nothing too serious. It's below the eye as well. It's not one of those that included some of the eye, so it's not that uncomfortable for her. So celebrations for Marie-Yves Gahi as the second of the bronze medal contests is taking place. That is between Asma Niang of Morocco. She's up against Kim Polling of the Netherlands, and it's Polling who leads by Wazari. There's a little over a minute left to go. Niang has picked up a single Judo, and I'd imagine that Niang would have to pick up a second penalty here, because having stood up and gone into, decided not to do that, but it appeared to me that they stood up, and once they were back up in Tachiwaza, then holding on to the trouser leg would have been punishable with a Judo, but that didn't happen. A little under a minute left to go. Polling with the Wazari lead. I don't know what Polling was attempting there. Went to her knees, and then it was Niang who was looking to counter, but Polling picked up a penalty anyway. Well, Polling eventually coming up with the score there. That's Niang tumbling over. Frank Wolf just asking Asma to rush it up a little bit. So Gahi took the first of the bronze medals, the second bronze medal going there to Polling. Martin Arends, the Dutch coach, with a welcoming arm.
You can see the highlights.
Look at the highlights from that one.
And the victory of Kim Polley, the Netherlands. This is her medal number 9 in the Grand Slam. Congratulations.
Right, coming up next, the final of the under 70 kilo category. Arai Shizuru of Japan faces Sally Conway of Great Britain. It's the world number 1 against the world number 26. It's the world champion against the Olympic bronze medalist. Pauline Posvit and Scotchy Mario were down by Arai, and it was Gahi, Perez, Bernholm and Helene who ended up on the receiving end of defeats of Conway. Lubomir Petra of Australia is the referee in the middle for this one. And there are the two fighters. Conway gets to lead the pair out. That's always the way when they come from that left side, because the fighter in blue has a slightly longer walk. So they led out first, and then the player in white, Judo, comes out next. Just thought I'd throw that in for you. There's Arai. I'm not sure who is the quieter of the two, the slightly more reserved. They're both really personable athletes, Arai and Conway. Maybe Arai slightly more laid back. Red back patch indicating that she's the current world champion. For as long as you are world champion, you can wear that. There was some talk about giving former world champions a red back patch, because it wasn't that long ago that we instigated the red back patch for world champions and the gold back patch for Olympic champions. So maybe they'll do that. Kate Howie barking out a few orders for Conway. I wonder if it's Ueno Yoshia in the chair for Arai. It is. She's been in the chair for most of the women, the Japanese women. Uchimata, attempted by Arai. We give Conway the benefit of the doubt that she stepped off that. But it was a good effort from the Japanese. Little ashy was from Conway, had Arai stumbling for a moment. She regained her balance. Looking to go over on that right side is Conway, and Arai looking to go left, but they're nice and straight, nice and square on. Neither fighter taking up a stance that you could call extreme left or extreme right. Makes for an interesting matchup then. Again, Conway just having a tap at the feet there, and this time looking to go around the back. Maybe she's got the Tane Otoshi in mind, or maybe something like Nidan Kosodagari, where the leg goes around the back and takes both legs with a sweep. Arai didn't have her hands on, so that wouldn't have counted. She just gave a little flash at the feet there. Yeah, didn't connect with the hands. We're talking about Ueno Yoshia's sister. Was Ueno, who was the double world champion. His sister was double Olympic champion. It's quite a family. Almost caught there on the left side, but Conway defending on the ground once they'd gone out of the competition area. So the referee called mate. There's the Uchimata again, but she's down on her front, so there's no score. Minute 20 odd left to go. Again, Ochigari, and almost a counter. That's going around the back for the Koso Tagaki from Sally Conway. It's a really difficult counter to execute. Got your feet wrapped up there, and it looked a little bit dangerous, but nothing came of it. Either for Arai with the Ochigari or with Conway with the Koso Tagaki. No score into the last minute. Penalty free as well. Both fighters looking reasonably positive, and they've had attacks from both of them. Uchimata again from Arai. Is there a counter there? Well, they've gone into the Osaikomi. And it's Conway now securing the Osaikomi. Already a score on the board for the Wazari, and there is the full finish. Well, an unusual end to that contest. Arai attacking, Conway coming back with the counter that ended up in Osaikomi. That move considered to be continuous, all as one. The Osaikomi was called, Conway kept it on, and that is a gold medal for Sally Conway of Great Britain against Arai Sisuru. Well, it's difficult to get across just how incredibly important that is for Sally Conway. There's so many reasons why a Grand Slam win is important, but Paris Grand Slam, that is something special. Here's the Uchimata effort, left-sided from Arai. And here is the turnover that's connected to Arai's Uchimata attempt. The two things are not separate. There's the effort. There's the second push to come up with the score, and from the second push, Conway turns and puts Arai onto a back. Not with a score, but into the Osaikomi, and that's why that was allowed on the safety area. It was all seen as one move connected, and at the end it was Sally Conway who came away with the gold medal. Right, we've got the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 81 kilo category coming up now. Habib Sissoko is presenting the medals. He's the president of the African Judo Union. He's wearing my tie. Right, the medals go first of all, bronze medals go first of all to Nugzari Tatalashvili of Georgia and to Frank de Witt of the Netherlands. Silver medal goes to Lee Sang-soo of the Republic of Korea. But the gold medal goes to Fujiwara Satoru of Japan. First ever Grand Slam gold medal for Fujiwara. For Fujiwara, beg your pardon. Well, it's not surprising, actually, that it's his first medal. He's only had one other effort in a Grand Slam. That was the Tokyo Grand Slam last year. So this is his second outing in a Grand Slam, and he comes away with the gold medal. Sorry, to carve up the sorry to carve up the highlights pictures, guys. Sorry about that. And now the national anthem of Japan.
Thank you very much.
Mark Pickering, the IJF International Judo Federation media manager, wrote about teenagers winning here in Paris. And here's another. He's only 19 years old. Fujiwara Sotaro, and a gold medal at the Paris Grand Slam. It was Tatalashvili and De Witt were the bronze medal winners. Lee took the silver. Fujiwara at 19, his first ever Grand Slam gold medal. Right, what have we got for you next? Then the under 90 kilo category coming up next. A bronze medal between Eduard Trippel of Germany. He faces the former world champion Kwak Dong-han of the Republic of Korea. Now, Kwak picked up a head injury, so he's not going to be coming out for his bronze medal match. The bronze medal match that I hope we're going to get to be able to show you will be between Axel Clerget of France and Nagasawa Kenta of Japan. It'll be Clerget in the white judogi, Nagasawa in blue, and the referee in the medal for this one is Vyacheslav Tretyakov of Uzbekistan. That is Nagasawa Kenta making his way out to the tatami, but the chair will come up for Axel Clerget of France. Well, they've already had some success already today. The French, and they'll want a little bit more. Maybe Axel Clerget can deliver. We'll find out. As I said, the contest between Kwak Dong-han and Eduard Trippel, that's not going to take place because Kwak picked up a head injury. Right, we're underway with this bronze medal contest then. Clerget in the white judogi, Nagasawa in blue. Talking about teenagers and how successful they are. Well, it's been a while since Clerget was in his teens, 30 years old now, the French fighter, trying to work something on the ground here. Nice shake to that. Got the Sangaku leg on. Yes, and the arms out, he's had to tap. Terrific bit of work. Well, I'm not going to go into explaining why that is so important, but there have been some new rule changes, and that is Axel Clerget taking advantage of that. Nagasawa didn't want to get involved on the ground. He wanted to be up and out of there because he felt the danger. He stood up, but Clerget was still in newaza, and he was able to continue. Beautifully executed there. The Sangaku Gatame by Axel Clerget forces Nagasawa Kenta to submit. And now Clerget can really get the crowd warmed up. Well, the highlight for this one will be the application of that Sangaku Gatame. There's the Tomoe-nage attempt. Right away he tries to fix the arm. Nagasawa at no point wants to enter into newaza. He wants to be up and out of there. But Clerget keeps him involved and then applies the arm lock, from which Nagasawa has to tap. I know that my colleague Neil Adams will be waxing lyrical about that. He put a few arm locks on in his time. As long as that arm is trapped in the leg, that left arm of Nagasawa, and that's where he applies the right arm. Sorry, the right arm, that's where he applies the pressure. That is a valid Kansetsu waza. Beautifully done. Nagasawa will be angry at getting caught that way. "24 years old, Nagasawa. We've had enough experience, but not enough to avoid getting caught there." We come now to the final of the under 90 kilo category. The referee in the middle for this one is Mathieu Bataille, a former French favourite on the competition circuit.
In blue for Japan, 2017 Tokyo Grand Slam bronze medalist.
Right, Beka Gviniashvili of Georgia, the #1 seed in the under 90 kilo category, faces Mukai Shoichiro of Japan. It'll be Gviniashvili in the white judogi, Mukai in blue. Gviniashvili has been in absolute terrific form, just losing his way there a little bit. He wanted to step onto the first mat, that's mat 2, but all the action for the finals anyway. All the finals take place on mat 3. Right, he's found his way to the right spot now. We'll settle down nice and quick. Nice and quickly, let's see how this one pans out. Gviniashvili of Georgia in the white judogi, Mukai of Japan in blue. And I know there are plenty of people watching who will be interested to see how these different styles work out head-to-head. Right-sided effort, it's all over. An absolute shocker from Gviniashvili. He goes over to the very first attack, left-sided Morote Seoinage from Mukai, and he hardly had a chance to think about any tactics, gripping. I think he's also hurt his knee there, going over. Not sure who's more surprised, Mukai or Gviniashvili. But that was an absolute shocker. Well, you know what the French and every judoka is going to think about that. Well, he's won himself a lot of friends here as Mukai with that single bit of sportsmanship. He wasn't off celebrating, he wasn't doing anything apart from... He went over to Gviniashvili, and after that he didn't move. He stayed with him, arm around him, saw him off the mat. Oh, surprise ending. The first exchange gets low, left-sided Marotis Seanagi, gets right underneath him. It's not until Gviniashvili gets to his feet that he realizes that he's in pain. Got nothing to do with the technique, so that was okay. It was away from the feet, away from the legs, but he stands up and the knee's gone. There's no impact on the mat with the knee. Yes, there is. Yeah, could be a strain, that's all. But it wasn't an impact injury. Maybe just a bit of strain as he goes down on that,
These are the highlights of this final on the screen.
on the knee. Well, you've got 90 kilos being thrown around. It can be a bit painful, but look, I did the right thing and saw him off the mat. Right, we come now to the awarding ceremony for the women in the under 70 kilo category. And the bronze medals go first of all to Kim Polling of the Netherlands. There's a bronze medal, 2 for Marie-Yves Gahi of France. Silver medal goes to Arai Chizuru of Japan. And the gold medal goes to Sally Conway of Great Britain. Akhil Zhakova said yesterday in winning the under 73 kilo category that it was really nice to hear the Kosovan anthem played, knowing that it was being played for him and not Malinda Kelmendi or his sister Nora Zhakova or Distria Krasniki, the other Kosovans who'd won medals on the IGF Judo World Tour. Well, we're about to hear the national anthem of Great Britain, and it'll be played for Sally Conway. So I might ask Sally when she heard it last. Yeah, she avoids getting caught and then turns immediately into the Osakami. Good work from the referee there. And now the national anthem of Great Britain.
Thank you very much.
Now, you don't hear that every weekend, do you? Sally Conway took the gold medal, and as a result of that, we got to hear the national anthem of Great Britain. There you go. It was Polling and Gahi who took the bronze medals, and Arai Chizuru of Japan, the silver. Conway with a beaming smile in the middle there, the gold medalist. Right, well, that's 2 of the 7 weight categories out of the way as far as the medals are concerned and the presentations. We've already had the under 90 kilo category, but we'll come back with the medal presentation shortly. Let's go now to the bronze medal contest in the under 78 kilo category. The former world champion Umeki Mami of Japan faces teammate Hamada Shori in an all-Japan head-to-head. We'll see how this pair can entertain us. It'll be Umeki in the white judogi, Hamada in blue. And as far as the rankings are concerned, well, the higher ranked Japanese is Umeki. The referee in the middle for this one is Nedim Bayat of Turkey. She's up at number 6 on the IJF World Ranking list. And then a few places lower down, Hamada Shori at 11. There is Hamada. She into the arena first. Now, Umeki was world champion back in 2017, 2018. So, we got that there then. She was a she was a silver medalist last year. Her world championship win was back in 2015, but I misread that. Second place last year, that was in Budapest. Lost out to Brazil's Mayra Aguiar in that final in Budapest. Well, I dare say that they've gone head-to-head on a number of occasions in Japan, Umeki and Hamada, but as far as head-to-heads on the international circuit are concerned, just the once, back in 2015, when Umeki defeated Hamada Shori at the European Open in Oberwart. And speaking of Oberwart, it's coming up next week. A little foot tap there from Hamada made Umeki stumble, but only for a moment. She regained her balance fairly quickly. Doesn't want to be on the edge for too long. Much better to take it in the middle now. Hamada attacking right-sided and has Umeki defending and stepping out of the contest area. The referee calls Mate, brings them back into the middle, and we're underway again. Chance for Hamada now to work something on the ground. It's well defended by Umeki. Well, not that well defended because she had to tap out. So, I thought the referee called Mate, but he actually seen the mitre or the tap from Umeki, and it's Hamada Shori of Japan who takes that bronze medal. We'll have another look at that, just see how she finished off her teammate. Meki would have gone into that contest slightly as favourite. Huh? Little turn up with a book as Hamada make it 1-1 in the international head-to-head anyway. Both bronze medals were won by Shimiwaza, actually, because on the other side, Hamada Shuri having made Umeki Mami submit. There you go. That was the Shimiwaza. Yeah, it was only a little tap, wasn't it? No wonder I didn't see it. Stroking the tatami there. Yeah, so Umeki had to tap out, as did Karen Stevenson, who lost out to Madeline Malonga. Right, here we go then, the final of the under 78 kilo category. Hirscher Steenhuis, the #1 seed, faces Audrey Chermio of France. Steenhuis in the white judogi, Chermio in blue, and the referee in the middle for this one is Vasily Smolin of Russia. World #1, Hirscher Steenhuis, faces the world #5, Audrey Chermio. Chermio who leads the pair into the arena, and no doubt there'll be huge cheers for her as well. Well, despite the fact that Hirscher Steenhuis is the world #1 and the #1 seed here, Chermio steps out on home soil with the home crowd behind her, and having already won a world championships here in this venue and won it last year, she's going to be the favourite. Audrey Chermio, 27 years old. Paris Grand Slam winner last year, current European champion as well. Steenhuis is going to come under some serious pressure, not just from the tatami, but the crowd too. She's going to have to weather that storm. It's not as though this pair don't know each other. It's the 7th time that they've gone head to head. And Chermio leads the series 5-2. Just trapped on the edge there a little bit, Chermio. She really wants to command that situation a little bit better and not get trapped either in the corner or on the mat edge. Again, they've drifted over to the edge. Chermio is going to have to take a break here because she's ripped a t-shirt. So that will give Steenhuis a bit of time to tidy things up mentally, and it will give Chermio time to tidy things up physically. I don't think this break is going to do Husha Steenhuis any harm at all. It was just the sort of thing that she needs. Lucy Decos. Sitting in for Audrey Chemio. Shouldn't be that long before Chemio comes back to the tatami, but it gives time for the crowd to get into it. Maybe a little bit more of a party atmosphere. And this is the crowd in the absence of Teddy Riner. If they had their big star in here, there wouldn't be a seat in the house, that's for sure. There are not that many anyway, left free. See, it's given Chemio a time to think about it. And I'm not sure that's the best thing for her. She was focused, she was ready, she came out there aggressive, and she kind of gone off the boil. We'll see. Whereas for Steenhuis, just takes the sting out of things. Anyway, we're underway. That's just my thoughts on it. The referee's seen something that he's not that keen on. Silly error from Chemio. She puts a thumb inside the sleeve. And that's punished with a Shido. So she picks up a penalty as well. Minute and a half left to go. This has to get going now. With that break, whilst Chemio was off to replace the ripped t-shirt, it slowed things down. They're backed up in that corner. That's not where Chemio wants to be. Nice effort on the left side from Steenhuis. Just spun Steenhuis around there, Chemio, but never really looked as though a scoring technique was going to come from that. Both fighters gripped up now, and Chemio with a strong grip here. The French crowd sensing that and looking for something to come from it. Almost caught and almost countered. Well, the referee has given a score for the counter. Let's have a look here. Uchimata first of all tried to take her down on one side, but they thought not enough. So Chimio dodged that bullet, but she's fallen into that. And we'll have to see how that one has happened. Well, I didn't quite see the end of that with Husha Stena. She hops back to a start point to bow. And it's the second fighter who limps off the mat, unfortunately for Husha Stena. Let's hope that it's nothing too serious. Audrey Chimio can well afford to celebrate and enjoy herself. Why not? She's the gold medalist. Autumn Pavia is there as well to join in the celebrations. We'll see her back on the mat soon. Oh, see. Autumn Pavia is doing some TV work, that's why. Yeah, that was the top half. I think it's the bottom half that we've got to see. Something happened with Husha Steenhuis's leg, knee maybe. She's already holding, yeah, the back of the leg. She doesn't go over from any technique there. She's falling away in some pain. So that looks like a strain or pulled muscle or something along those lines. That's really unfortunate. Right. IJF Hall of Fame member, French Parliamentary Council member, and double Olympic champion David Douay is going to present the medals for the men in the under 90 kilo category. They're lined up there. It's nice to see Becca Gviniashvili up there. Bronze medals go first of all to Axel Clerget of France, and then to Edward Trippel of Germany. Silver medal goes to Becca Gviniashvili of Georgia. And the gold medal goes to Mukai Shoichiro of Japan.
Les prix sont remis par le président de la société Plessini, partenaire de la Fédération française de judo, M. Philippe Bailly.
And the flowers will be presented by Vice President of the French Judo Federation.
La remise des fleurs se fera par le vice-président de la Fédération française de judo, M. Philippe Berlin.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Japan.
And now the national anthem of Japan.
Thank you very much. Family picture with your niece and Judo.
Right, the athletes are lined up for what they call the family picture, so a few of those athletes there can have their picture with David Douay. Clerget and Triple were the bronze medal winners. Viniashvili, who's still hopping, took the silver, and it was Mukai who ended up with the gold medal. Right, coming up next, we've got the bronze medal contest in the under 100 kilo category. Peter Palchik of Israel faces French favorite Cyril Marais. It'll be Palchik in the white judogi, Marais in blue, and he leads the head-to-head 1-0. The referee in the middle for this one is Ioana Babiuk of Romania.
So once again, please welcome the referees and the judoka.
Marais lost out in a really exciting semi-final to Cho Kwam of the Republic of Korea, and it was Palchik who was down by Slatko Kumric of Croatia in their quarter-final. There's a look at Marais as he makes his way to the mat. More medals available here for France. Jimio already set the crowd alight with that gold medal earlier. Clerget took a bronze in the under 90 kilo category. They missed out in the under 81 kilo category, and it was Yves-Marie Gary taking a bronze in the under 70 kilo category. So a busy time for the French team. Chance to apply the Chimiwaza here. Got to be careful. He could go out. Needs to stay close to watch this one. Oh, that was close. He fought that one off really well, did Palchik. Just put him on his backside, so there won't be a score for that. couldn't come up with the count. Good strong effort from Palcic there. Second penalty picked up by Mare. 40-odd seconds left to go. He shapes to take Palcic off into that near left corner. And Israeli bends over defensively. He's still in this because there's no score. He's at a slight disadvantage, of course, having picked up 2 penalties. Normal time running out. We've got the golden score period looming large, but a single score now would finish it. Right, there's no score in normal time, so we have a period of golden score now. The first player to come up with a score will win. First player to come up with a score will win. If Mare gets penalised, a single Shido, he will lose. Palcic could afford to pick up 2 and still be in it. Thought about the Ashi, was it there, Palcic? But it's Mare who comes up with the score, right-sided low, Ashiguruma from Mare, 42 seconds into the golden score period when it looked as though he'd lost it, and even he's surprised. Well, Mare can salute to friends in the crowd, or just the crowd in general. But it looked for a good deal of that contest as though he was going to be on the losing end. Oh well. Mark of a winner. You dig deep, you find a way to come up when things are going against you. Commiserations from Mare to Palcic. And a good chat. Yeah, this has been an incredible, well-spirited 2 days. Really has. Now it's Mare's turn to emulate Audrey Chermio with a few dance moves and celebrations, and yeah, why not? You know, it's entertainment. Oh dear. Just how much entertainment you like, I don't know, but I don't think that any of it is over the top. Maybe a bit juvenile at times, but not over the top. Right then, Mare, the conqueror of Palchik. Well, at least he came out the winner. Didn't conquer him, did he? But Mauri, the bronze medal winner. On the other side, it was Valam Lepetiliani of Georgia, who defeated Zlatko Kumric of Croatia. That brings us nicely to the final of the under 100 kilo category. It will be Michael Korel of the Netherlands to go up against Cho Guam of the Republic of Korea. Now, as far as I remember, I was told earlier on that Cho had had a knee injury earlier on, and it wasn't absolutely certain as to whether or not he would be able to take part. So it could be that we are not going to be having an under 100 kilo category final. I still haven't had that information myself.
For Korea, 2017 and Tokyo Grand Slam gold medalist, in white for the Netherlands, #1 at the World Judo ranking, Michael Korel.
Yeah, Oliver De Rosa is the referee in the middle for this one, but given his relaxed stance out there, it would appear that only Michael Korel is coming out. Cho Guam has picked up an injury that was left him too poorly to come out and compete in this final. I'm sure the stadium announcer will announce that now. Michael Korel, the world #1, takes the gold medal here. Sorry that we couldn't bring you a final, but unfortunately Cho Guam was injured.
Cho Guam from Korea didn't compete because of the injury.
Right, well, we've got the awarding ceremony for the women in the under 78 kilo category coming up next.
The medals will be presented by chairman of the board of SMP Group, sponsor of the IGF, Mr. Ruslan Usmayev.
Ruslan Uzbayev, the chairman of SMP Bank, is the presenter for this medal presentation. And the medals go, first of all, the bronze medals go to Madeleine Malonga of France, and to Hamada Shori of Japan. Silver medal goes to Husha Steenhuis of the Netherlands. And the gold medal goes to a very popular Audrey Chemio of France.
The first time will be presented by Vice President of the French Judo Federation.
Les prix seront remis par le vice-président de la Fédération française de judo, M. Philippe Merlin.
And the flowers will be presented by Vice President of the French Judo Federation.
Les fleurs seront remises par le vice-président de la Fédération française de judo, M. Jean-Pierre Tripet. M. Peter Rousseau.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of France.
And now the national anthem of France. Well, the French women's team have come up trumps for France. That's the second gold medal that they've taken there. Clarisse Agbenienou was the gold medal winner yesterday. And now Audrey Chermio comes up with a gold medal. That winning quartet then, Hamada and Malonga were the bronze medal winners. Steenhuis took the silver, Chermio showing off her gold. Let's hope that Fischer's injury to, it looked like her knee, the back of the knee. She limps off under her own steam anyway, so let's hope it's not that serious. Right, we've got the plus 78 kilo category coming up now. Yasmin Kulbs of Germany faces Sone Akira of Japan. It'll be Kulbs in the white judogi, Sone in blue, 17 years old. Sone, another teenager. Hyun Suk-hee of the Republic of Korea is the referee in the middle for this one. Okay, ready to get underway with this bronze medal contest. The two fighters just making their way to the tatami now. Ueno Yoshida of Japan is in the coach's chair for the Japanese fighter, Mirko Grosche. Sorry, Claudio Puset for the German team. I'm not going to put anything past Sone, the Japanese fighter, cadet world champion, junior world champion. She's on her way up here. Kulbs is going to have her hands full, no doubt. Kulbs had to get past her own teammate in the repechage round. She defeated Caroline Weiss. That's a good Makikomi there, Osoda Makikomi, to come up with the score, and Sone was too slow to react to that. You need to get off there quickly, and unfortunately she got trapped. So nice strong effort from Yasmin Kulbs. Comes up with Rosari. She leads with 3 minutes left to go. Oh, and now Sone comes back. Oh, little Ojigari bringing Yasmin Kulbs down. Good effort. Yeah, just a little tap there on the right leg. Ojigari from Sone brings Kulbs down. Over on one side, so she needs to attack quickly. Can't set things up, but she gets caught. It's the second time. Clever work from Sané. Poor work from Yasmin Koobs, who's stuck on that side and just offered up that opportunity for Sané Akira to come in and catch the German heavyweight. Stayed there for too long, unfortunately. The hand goes over. There's no problem with that from Yasmin. She needs to attack right away. She put in one attack, but stayed there, and it was, you know, second number 3 was almost going to get called for hanging around too long, but then Sané accepted the invitation to attack her on that side. She did, and unfortunately for Koobs, she gave up a second score, and it is the 17-year-old Sané Akira of Japan who takes that bronze medal. There goes the arm for the Makikomi. She hangs in there. That was the score, actually, so that was nothing wrong with that one. That was the comeback from Sané. She steps off the first effort, then there's a little low one on the left side, which brings her down. And then there's a final Seoinage that brings Koobs over.
First time in the final in the Grand Slam, Wang Yan. Winning white for Korea, gold medalist.
Right, the final of the plus 78 kilo category for women. Kim Min-jeong of the Republic of Korea faces Wang Yan of China. It's Kim in the white judogi, Wang in blue. They have not gone head-to-head as yet. And sometimes we look and see what the record is of various fighters, how many times they've been in a Grand Slam and what they've done and that kind of stuff. But Wang Yan only appeared at the Junior World Championships in 2011. Jean-Jacques Rusca of France is the referee in the middle for this one. She made an appearance at the Junior World Championships back in Cape Town in 2011. And since then, we've only seen her at 2 Grand Slams, one in Tokyo last year, where she failed to feature, and now here, and she's in the final. So an enigma, I think. Unknown quantity. Didn't feature at the Junior World Championships in 2011. Went out in the first round in Tokyo in December of last year. And then she defeated Sarah Adlington, Marina Slutskaya, and Sané Akira, who we've just seen winning the bronze medal. She knocked all 3 of those out today. So what do you make of that? And now she's up against the world #1, Kim Min-jeong of the Republic of Korea. She threw nicely today, did Kim. I wonder if Wang Yan is going to go over, or whether she'll give us a bit of a shock. It would be a complete and total shock if Wang were able to take this. Both fighters pick up penalty for avoiding to take a grip. The world #1 faces the world number 124. She has 10 points, so that really doesn't come into it at all. She may as well be number 1,000, so far away from Kim Min-jeong is she. Well, again, a little bit too much pat a cake with the hands here. Jean-Jacques Ruska has no choice here. If the fighters come to fight, you don't know that the referee's on the mat. It's when they commit errors that they have to call mate and step in. And he's had to here because they just haven't been gripping up. So both have been penalised twice. Wang really wants to get up from here. She hasn't got the kind of experience to deal with Kim Min-jong in Newaza. Safe for standing up. Well, she's got a great coach in the chair anyway. Plenty of experience in Liu Yushang. Best person in the chair for the Chinese, to be honest. Been around a long time, the Chinese women's team. Koso Takaki from Wang almost came up with the score. Then that's Wang's turn. Well, we know the kind of turnovers that the Chinese heavyweights usually employ. No finesse involved. It's just a straight big turnover. Mr. Bay gets a chance in the chair for the Korean women's team. Bae Song-il from the Republic of Korea. Wang needs to be clever here and not get roped into a gripping battle. Grip up quickly, put the pressure on Kim Min-jong. If she wants to mess around with grips and leave her, she'll get another penalty. Be first, stay strong, that's it. Nice, good grip up there. Step off the ojigari and no newaza. Well, I'm not the Chinese coach, so I can't say anything, but Miss Liu can. President of the Chinese Judo Association is here. The double Olympic champion, Xiang Dongmei. She's in the crowd somewhere watching on, trying to build another dynasty of women from China. They've had an incredible time on the international circuit over the years. Ojigari from Kim Min-jong. Wang managing to step off that. Single minute left in this one. Good grip from Kim. Can she use that? She hasn't looked out of it, Wang, despite the fact that she hasn't got anywhere near the experience of Kim Min-jong, the world number one. Makikomi avoids getting caught there. Contest is just getting going now, having had that period of negative gripping from the pair. They've actually decided that they want to get involved in a bit of a fight now. Be interesting to see if one of them can come up with a scoring technique. Almost can't push for the finish there, Kim. And now Wang Yan really has got to come up with an attack now. If she wants to stay in this contest, she's got to come up with attack. She can't let Kim Min-jong beat her to the attack. She's fallen behind with the attacks. Still messing around with the grips, and there you go. Oh, yeah, just let it go for a little bit longer, but he had, to be honest, there was every right there. The minute that they don't want to get involved, you know, then there's a penalty for that. There's a penalty for avoiding to take a grip. She's gone over for another attack to Kim there. Doesn't come up with a score, but she's lucky that it came at that time. Well, they're going to let them go into golden score. One more cycle. This isn't going to go long if Wang fails to come up with an attack. I'm surprised that Liu Yushang hasn't been able to convey that to Wang Yang yet. Must let your player know where they are if they can't do it themselves. Still letting it go. Give them plenty of time. Well, I think the women's heavyweight division is in trouble here with Wang. Wang Yan came to this competition, no experience apart from a single fight out in Tokyo, and then back as a junior in 2011. And if she can take the world #1 into golden score and avoid getting caught and still look strong, I think the Chinese have found someone here that they can do something with. She's gone over onto one side, and yeah. Well, you can clap all you like, Kim Min-jung, but I won't be celebrating that performance. You're the world #1, and really, you haven't put up the best fight here. This young woman, Wang Yan, is going to be coming again. She'll be better prepared, and she'll give a better account of herself in future. Then there's enough time for the Chinese to prepare her for 2020. That is going to be a problem. Kim Min-jung of the Republic of Korea takes the gold medal here in Paris.
Les ralentis de cette finale sur vos écrans.
You can see the highlights on the screen. Dear spectators, the awarding ceremony for men under 100 kg.
Cérémonie remise de récompense, catégorie masculine moins de 100 kg.
The medals will be presented by an International Judo Federation ambassador, football legend Mr. Ivan Chukovic.
Right, we come now to the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 100 kilo category. Bronze medals go to Valam Lepetiliani of Georgia. And to Cyril Marais of France.
Silver medalist for Korea, Judo.
Silver medal goes to Cho Guam of the Republic of Korea. He's made it out to the podium.
For the Netherlands, Michael Korea.
The gold medal goes to Michael Corel, the world #1 from the Netherlands. There you go.
And the flowers will be presented by Vice President of the French Judo Federation.
Les fleurs sont remises par le vice-président de la Fédération française de judo, M. Jean-Pierre Tribret.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of the Netherlands.
And now the national anthem of the Netherlands.
Thank you very much. Now, a family picture with the athletes and judoka.
Et maintenant, la photo avec les médaillés et les officiels.
The Vitiliani and Mare were the bronze medalists. Cho took the silver and it was Corel who took the gold. And they all managed to smile. Right then, we come to the last of the weight categories. That's the plus 100 kilo category. The bronze medal contest that we're featuring is Roy Meyer of the Netherlands. He faces Lucas Kopalik of the Czech Republic. It'll be Meyer in the white judo, Kopalik in blue. World number 16, Meyer. World number 5, Lucas Kopalik, the former, well, the current Olympic champion at under 100 kilos. And the referee in the middle for this one is Everardo Garcia of Mexico.
Now we continue with bronze medal contest for men over 100 kilos.
Et maintenant, place de troisième, catégorie masculine, plus de 100 kilos.
Vietnam 3, bronze medal contest for men over 100 kilos. In blue for Georgia, Gulam Tushishvili. In white for Belarus, Alexander Vahabiak.
Sur le tapis numéro 2, en bleu pour la République tchèque.
Right, well, it's a first ever head-to-head for this pair, but it's not surprising because this is the, well, it's a new category. He moved up here after the Olympic Games. But you'd call it a year, really. Year and a bit for Lucas Kopalik. Let's hope that nothing is ailing him. The Czech fighter, the close cut here now. Up against Roy Meyer. They've got different styles. Roy Meyer is slightly more excitable and there'll be a little bit more zip and go from him. Kopalik, however, he's a little bit more of the tactician and got some nice waza. Let's see if any of that materializes in this contest. Uchimata, right-sided from Meyer, just has Kopalik stepping round and lifting a leg up to avoid getting caught there. Same again. Meyer, tentative because he leaves the support leg a long way away from the target area, and that's a better effort because he went across on the right. I think there is something ailing Kopalik. He went to ground there and he was unhappy. Why was that? Not happy at all. He picks up a Shido for collapsing to the ground there as Kopalik. Better grip now. If he wants to go across on the left side, well, waiting for it a little bit. Oh, clash of heads there. Not happy. He's not a happy camper, Kopalik. Hands, head, feet. He took the penalty away. So that's tidied the scoreboard up again. Again, shaping to go over on that left side. He's taking a little bit too long in getting there, though. Meyer's going to beat him to the punch every time. He manages to get a good grip, begins to set himself up, and Meyer comes up with an attack. It's not really meant to threaten Kopalik, it's meant to break that grip up. But what it does is it keeps up a good rate of attacks for Meyer and it stops Kopalik from attacking, and at some stage he'll pick up a passivity penalty because he really hasn't done a great deal. Chance for Kopalik to work on the ground. Meyer's not really that interested in being down there, but Kopalik is, so still not right. For some inexplicable reason, he bails out of that near-was opportunity. Well, I don't know what it is that's ailing him, but he's not his usual self, I'm afraid. Ojigari from Kapalik, just trying to draw Maya in as close as he can. Good strong grip now, we've got to use it. Maya a long way away with that. Seoinage just dropped there. Nice and upright, both fighters, to be honest. And as I say that, they both bend over. Again, Maya trying to flick that right leg out. It has the look of Uchimata about it, but not really any of the conviction. Almost turned there. Maya. Minute left to go. No score on the board, and we are penalty free up to this point. Ojigari left-sided from Kapalik, but it's not a really strong one, and it doesn't trouble Maya, to be honest. On the belt, Sumigeishi over on the right side from Kapalik, but again, Maya remains untroubled. The leg is well trapped, doesn't look as though it's going anywhere, and Mr. Garcia calls Mate. He stands them up with 42 seconds left to go. Again, Kapalik going over the back with the left arm, big left arm over the back there. He manages to grab the belt with the gi around it, so can't really tell if he's holding on to the belt or not, because the gi is out and you can't see what Kapalik has got hold of. It's a nice time to use that if you can. That was a poor effort from Maya. Come on. Lucky to avoid not getting called for a false attack there. Way off the target area. No threat. Here comes Kapalik again. Ojigari can't come back the other way. And then the Yoko Sutemiwaza over to the left was too far away. The gap was too big. Right, the golden score period is upon us now. Single penalty against Roy Maya. Second penalty picked up by Maya. Another penalty in this will be all over. Ojigari again, and then over on the side there, Kapalik will take that. Ojigari to the rear, turned it to the front, over went Maya. It wasn't the most attractive that we've ever seen. Kapalik won't care about that. Strong enough to come up with the winning score. So a bronze medal for Lukas Kapalik of the Czech Republic. He continues his climb up the world rankings and continues to position himself for a charge at Tokyo 2020 and a medal in a second Olympic Games. Yeah. Any problems with that? Well, it appears that the video replay referee wants to have a look at this. Ojigari turns it. See, he hasn't got control. Both hands are going away from his opponent. So when Roy Meyer lands, both hands are stretched out. He hasn't got a hand on him. How are you going to claim a score for that? Good decision. They had a look at it and waved that score off. Roy Meyer lives to fight another day. There's something unattractive about it. I said it at the time, it wasn't the best score, but didn't realise that there was a lack of hands, and that is going to be a good score. That's a lot better. Nice turn. Roy Meyer taps his head if to say, I wasn't thinking. So all the end talk that I'd used up previously, I'll just repeat that then. Kapalik continues his climb up the International Judo Federation World Ranking list in preparation for a push at Tokyo 2020 when he hopes to win a second Olympic medal, this time in a different weight category. He's Olympic champion at under 100 kilos. He rather fancies his chances at the plus 100 kilo weight category now, and for the time being he's doing a pretty good job. Picked up a number of medals since moving up to his new weight. Second at the Tokyo Grand Slam. Bronze medal here. You won the Ho-Hot Grand Prix in China. Third place at the European Championships. And he had a gold medal at the Antalya Grand Prix. So, he's been going great guns. This will add to his points total and push him further up that list. Alexander Vachaviak of Belarus took the other bronze medal. Goran Tushishvili, the #1 seed, was unable to compete, having had a direct Hansoku Make in his semi-final. Let's have a look at the highlights, and then we'll be back with the final of the plus 100 kilo category.
You can see the highlights of this bronze medal contest on the screen, and the victory of Olympic champion Łukasz Kapalik.
So here we are. We come now to the final of the plus 100 kilo category. Maybe it wasn't the final that we had envisaged at the beginning of the day, but hey, that's what we've got. And our finalists are Kageura Kokoro of Japan. He faces Kim Sung-min of the Republic of Korea. It's Kageura in the white judogi, Kim in blue. And the referee in the middle for this one is Vyacheslav Peretevko of Uzbekistan.
And now, dear friends, please welcome the judoka.
There they are. Kim Sung-min leads the pair in. It's Kim who threw Kapalik in the semi-final. Kageura had a win over Tushishvili. Japan goes up against Korea in this final match in the Paris Grand Slam. Kim just taking a little bit longer to get to the mat. Kageura was enthusiastic. The final of the plus 100 kilo category. Kageura in the white judogi for Japan, Kim in blue for the Republic of Korea. Both fighters pick up penalties. Kagaura is only 22. This would be his first Grand Slam gold medal. He picked up a bronze at the Tokyo Grand Slam in December, but he'd appeared in the Grand Slam final in 2016 in Tokyo when he lost out to his teammate Ojitani Takeshi. Ojigari, from which Kim managed to turn onto his front. Just he goes down here, Ojigari, ooh. He's got his elbow down, lands on his hip, and then he turns onto his front. So he avoids getting caught there. Kagaura is number 19 in the world, Kim Sung-min number 20. So as far as the rankings are concerned, it's an evenly matched. 4 Grand Slam gold medals Kim has collected already. So plenty of experience when it comes to Grand Slam finals. Last won a Grand Slam final in 2015 when he took the gold medal in Abu Dhabi. Tokyo Grand Slam winner in 2013. He's a silver medalist here back in 2013 as well. So that's probably his best years. He's going to go over here though. Kagaura adjudged not to have had sufficient enough control to come up with a score as he went off to the side. That wasn't the direction in which he wanted to take his opponent, so no score for Kagaura there. Minute 20 odd left to go. Both fighters have picked up two penalties apiece as Kagaura goes low left-sided with that Taetoshi or Seotoshi. But it doesn't threaten Kim. And, Kim with a good grip around
that
the
left hand in
right
again.
There.
Kagaura just using that left hand
on 2 occasions with attacks. And it looks as though Kim is about to pick up a third penalty here. Kagaura maybe with that little bit of pressure there. 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks in a row without an answer from Kim Sung-min, and that may be it, I'm afraid. It ends as a little bit of a damp squib, however. Not a great deal that you can do. No, they're going to let that one go. He just avoided picking up the third penalty there, that did Kim. Well, having been given the chance, he needs to use it now and come up with an attack. He doesn't get the reset button. Thinks about the Makikomi on that side. Kagaura wanted to pick up the Uranagi. Low left-sided Marote Seoinage. It's not the most attractive. Kim is able to block it. Now he's been troubled by a blood injury. Got a bit of a whack to the mouth and he's had to step off to tidy that up. Well, it shouldn't take that long to tidy things up, and then we'll be back underway. I'll give you a rundown of the medal table as well before we go. The Japanese have a chance of winning a 5th gold medal should Kagaura take it here. Right, Kageura back to the tatami now, and we're underway. Half a minute left to go. It'd be nice if we could come up with a positive score in normal time. Not quite, both Kim and Kageura came away from that with having had a chance. Kim with the Kosotogaki and then Kageura with the counter, but didn't materialize. Right, well, it looks as though we are going to have a period of golden score.
Golden score.
This is fairly easy now. Whoever scores first wins, or should one of these pick up a penalty and not the other, then that one would lose. Score and win, pick up a penalty and lose. That's fairly simple. Kageura looked a little bit defensive there, blocking with the left hand. Big Haramaki Komi effort from Kim Sung-min, but he fails to turn his opponent's top half. Could save yourself a lot of trouble by giving a nice big burst here and try and take it before you get too far into golden score. Yep, it's Kageura who comes up with the effort there. Kim going down on his side. And we'll just wait to see if there's enough control here to give a score. Well, he falls off the other side completely. I can see why Vyacheslav took his time to give this. Because he wants to take him off to the right and Kim falls off to the left. That's not his intention. So a good decision from Vyacheslav Pereteko of Uzbekistan. He had a look and thought, no, I don't like that. Was a little bit too far away. He was thinking about the sit-down Yoko with Toshi. But he was way too far off with that one. A minute of golden score we've had. Well, you can't pull him back onto himself. There's nowhere to score there. You could see what Kim was trying to do. He would have had to have made room for himself and brought Kageura down onto some scoring part of the body, onto the tatami, but not onto himself. So there was never going to be a score there. Managed to block that effort from Kageura. Kageura has come up with that Morote Seoinage on a few occasions. And that was the weakest of the attacks, I'm afraid. Maybe he's spent now. This is a good opportunity for Kim to try and make something happen and finish things off. Crowd want to see it too. Yeah, keep attacking him. Doesn't matter if he goes to ground, you're still standing. Well, it's a lovely change of direction. Looks to throw him first forward with Ippon Seoinage. Kageura gets the reaction that he's looking for. Kim braces backward. And then Kageura takes him in the direction in which he's put his weight. He comes thumping down for Ippon, and it's Kageura who takes the gold medal here for Japan. I look forward to seeing the replay of that one. Looks a little bit bruised, does Kageura. Bloodied lip, bloodied teeth, bruised up on the arm, right part of the forehead. He's been in the wars. Yeah, just showed him the little Senagi. Kim was on his heels. You can see him here going backward. He wants to get involved in some kind of counter, but he hasn't got the speed, he hasn't got the position. And Kageura, as the coach, he had it planned actually. Yeah. He'd sold that before he really finished him. He knew where he was going with that one. Right, we've got the awarding ceremony for the women in the plus 78 kilo category. They're all lined up ready down at the far end of the competition hall. Let's see who it is that we've got there. Bronze medals go first of all to Irina Kindzerska of Azerbaijan, and to Sone Akira of Japan. Silver medal goes to Wang Yan of China.
And gold medalist for Korea, Kim Min-jong.
Well, the gold medal goes to Kim Min-jong of the Republic of Korea.
The prize money will be presented by General Director of Crédit Agricole, partner of the French Judo Federation.
Les prix sont remis par le directeur général du Crédit Agricole, partenaire de la Fédération française de judo, M. Philippe Brassac.
And the flowers will be presented by General Secretary of the International Judo Federation and President of the French Judo Federation.
Les fleurs sont remises par le secrétaire général de la Fédération internationale de judo et président de la Fédération française de judo, M. Jean-Luc Boucher.
Well, after we've had the national anthem and after we've had the family picture, we're going to have a highlights package, and then we'll come back with the medal presentations in the plus 100 kilo category. So stay with us for that. But now, the national anthem of the Republic of Korea.
Thank you very much. Coming picture with VIPs and Judoka.
La photo avec les médailles.
Dear spectators, next contest, bronze medal contest for women under 70 kg.
Prochain combat, place de 3e, catégorie féminine, moins de 70 kilos.
And now, please welcome the referees and the judoka.
Bronze medal matches, sorry. Van Dijk Netherlands against Gahi of France on the other mat. Niang of Morocco just coming out here against Polling of the Netherlands. Now, Kim Polling has been on great form all day, just lost to Arai Shizunu. Three women's. Under 70 kilos category for ladies, then just about the bronze medal matches just about to start, should I say. Two semi-finals, so two bronze medal matches, sorry. Van Dijk, Netherlands against Gahi of France on the other mat. Niang of Morocco just coming out here against Polling of the Netherlands. Now, Kim Polling has been on great form all day, just lost to Arai Shizunu of Japan in the semi-finals, but Polling beat Van Dijk in the quarterfinals. She came through. She also beat Luchez of France in the second round. On good form. This lady here had to win a repechage match, final repechage match. She lost in the quarterfinals, first of all. That means they have to come down into a final repechage match, and Niang had to beat Perez of Puerto Rico to qualify for this match. Kim Polling almost back to her very best. She looked very, very dominant in that semi-final until she just got caught, actually ran out of steam. So let's see how she is here. She comes out, she takes charge. She's got her work cut out with Niang. She's not going to have it easy. Watch the left Seoinage, though, of Polling. Oh, and the Uranagi as well. She has a good Uranagi. Niang, regular medal winner. Three-time African champion. Niang was one of the lighter fighters. We had a world open weight tournament where it's all weight categories can compete, and Niang, under 70 kilograms, was in there with the heavyweights and the light heavyweights of the world. Took courage. It takes courage anyway, but it also takes great skill to do that. Great mental application. She definitely doesn't lack in courage, Niang. She'll have to attack more, though. Gets a Judo straight away. Well, they're both all gripped up, I was going to say. Somebody's got to go in. Polling just looks that little bit tired to me. Well, the noise you can hear is for the other bronze medal match that's just been won by Gahi of France there, and well, this crowd here have been absolutely magnificent. Just a little bit biased, as you would expect, for their own fighters, but then that's to be expected. We are in Paris. Well, Niang has to come back into this now because Polling is the one.
Thank you very much. Now, family picture with peace in Judo.
Number one, and quite clearly so for quite some time. Never won.
Mesdames et messieurs, nous vous remercions d'être venus assister à ce Paris Grand Slam 2018. Félicitations à tous les judokas médaillés. Nous vous souhaitons un excellent retour et espérons vous revoir aussi nombreux, si ce n'est plus nombreux, l'année prochaine.
Well, that was, it's good when they come off the ground now, they're able.
We congratulate all medalists, all athletes. Thank you, buddy. Here, the last medal table results. Team of Japan, 5 gold medals. Korea and France, 2 gold medals.
I think below the belt line, not allowed in a throwing situation. So a Shido given, and so it's 1 Shido apiece now. Niang knows she needs a score. She needs a major score. Can she pull it back?